All right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. So, all right. Sound check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can you guys hear me clearly? Sound check. All right. So let's just break down the chart. We're just like going on the goal. Actually, today is 27th of November 2025, and we're just like doing live. So let's just like get started for the with the daily time frame. Actually, daily just look. Let me just like remove these all things. So daily just creating a strong bullish candle. The previous candle is like in a very strong bullish momentum. Let's just flip from daily to H4 to see more better picture. Let me just see on our weekly. Actually, you know what? Wow, weekly also breaking above this high. So there's a very high probability gold could continuously pushing to the upside. So looking at H4, let me just like remove these old things. So the current H4 actually breaking above the previous H4 high and might be continuously pushing upside towards the old like the previous high actually. So need to flip from. Let me just like remove these things first. It's far away. We are having like support here. So just like need to jump from H4 to H1. H1 just like having a support here. And look at this H1. In this H1 just like do not even have a bottom wick. Next can I create a wick and breaking above the high. We are like tapping to the towards like on the rejections on the left hand side. So just like need to like go a little more deeper into it. M30. Wow, you know what, I just like manage the risk here. Was quite busy. I just like executed, did not execute it on this candle where market just break and like this candle just like close with no bottom wick, no upper wick actually. I did not execute it here. It retraced, then next candle break above the high, I executed, and then I just was waiting for this to continuously pushing upside and fill this range, but it suddenly just like dropped the volume. I saw that. So I just like look at 30-minute time frame, then 30 minutes just like close, but it's just like close with small body. As it's just like going to be close with a small body, so it means it's just like drop the volume. So it's very important for the candle to create a wick and break above this high, this candle high, so it will continuously pushing upside. So it just become quite busy, quite like risky one, because this candle no one knows that will break above this high, because it's a sign that it just like drop the volume. So as is this can just like create a wick and pushing to the upside, I bring my stop loss below the current candle low and just like leave it. Then it just like come down, I close the trade, because it's like very important for this candle to break above the previous candle high for the continuation. So if I was just like on the chart, definitely I will add one more position into it somewhere here as a impulse and to in trend. That makes sense. But I just need to start the stream. I have just like need to complete some other work. So I just like didn't watch the chart, and then I just like saw that it just like tapped my stop loss and just like continuously pushing up. So just like got a minus stop loss. But let's see if I can bring it back. And today is also like a Thanksgiving day, so let's see if we can also going to be get volume there. So right now we're just like continuously pushing upside. This kind of body just like become healthier than the previous one. Let me just like look at 15-minute time frame. So if you just like look at 15-minute time frame, we just like having a support here. We are having like a resistance as well. It's just like created a resistance, and current candle actually created a wick and continuously pushing to the upside. So you know what? Looking at 15-minute, it's just like moving in a very slow way like a snail. But 30 minutes just printing in a strong candles right now. Like this candle size is just like bigger than the previous one. So you know what, these are like a lot of rejection we are having on the left hand side. You can see this. So we are tapping towards this rejections area, so anything could be happen in this area somewhere here. So what I would like to see to give my trade a chance, I wanted to see a candle should have to be continuously pushing downside, create some support, and then give me some confirmation so I can execute for the buy. Or rather than that, if it's just if this current candle just like going to break above the previous candle high somewhere here, so also I can need to give my trade a chance. But in this situation, you know what, in this situation I would like to depend on the volume, because there's just like a messy rejection on the left hand side. So only volume will help me out to go through these whole rejection on the left hand side. But best thing would be if it just like come down, retrace, create some support, give me confirmation candle. So that makes sense for me. Yes, today is also yes, it is also US bank holiday. But right now we are sitting with London session, so no need to worry about bank holiday. But if I just like did not get anything during the London session, then I'm just like gonna close the chart. So let's see. It's Thursday as well, so expecting volume actually. You know what? Okay, just like coming towards chat. I was in the same trade and managed risk, but now back in. Wow, yeah, makes sense to give your trade a second chance. Yes. Okay, I took the same loss with buys. Doesn't matter. In this trade, we secure 22 pips. Very nice. Today, US bank holiday. Yes. So, unless just like send me the chart. Just let me just like look at this one. Wow, what a beautiful execution. Really, such a nice trade. Confirmation candle, greater support, greater resistance, broke above the resistance, executed, green traffic to the left hand side. Very, very, very nicely done. And you just like took this trade on a silver. Wow, great. Please don't say pushing to downside as we are still holding our buys. Oh, okay. So I hope it should continuously pushing upside. What you think about sell? No sells right now. It's just like nothing for sells actually. Sells only makes sense if the candle just like going to be close below the previous candle low, something like that. I would say if the candle just like going to break and close below this 41.53 somewhere here, this makes sense to go for the sells. Till right now, there's just like nothing like sells. Will you be trading on this summer? We'll see. Might be I just like lower the lot size and we'll focus only on educations, something like that. Might be not going with my complete risk. Might be with the low lot size. Still, we just like going to be learn how the summer just like reacted. So education just like not going to be end actually. So December might be I'm just like not gonna take a proper setup, like a proper trading setups, like not gonna taking higher risk. Might be using lower lot sizes, and we'll try to provide a professional education there. This is something because I'm just like not gonna get bored during the December. As a boy, as a man, I will get bored if I just like stay away from the trading actually. So yeah, just like we'll see. December might be how much time I can spend with my family on a like on a holiday, like 7 days, 6 days. Then what? I cannot spend whole month away from the forest. Actually, it's not possible for me. So yeah, so yeah, just like waiting right now for the structure to be printed there. 15 minutes just like about to be closed. I think so. We are heading towards like opening of London session. And if I just like got something with the opening of London session, so I just like need to depend on the volume to go in that direction. So we'll see two candle just like consecutive close in a bearish form, but you can see one thing, this candle size is just like bigger than this one. So just like dropping the volume, I think so something. I'm just like visualizing the things actually. So in my view, might be we just like going to create a wick, break and close somehow like this. Then with the opening of London session, if it's just like create a wick and break above the high, so there's a probability we could push continuously pushing to the upside. It's even a rejection zone on the left hand side. So in this way, I only need to depend on the volume. Only need to depend on the volume to avoid these all rejections on the left hand side. This actually makes sense to me. We'll see. And then in the same way, if we just like break and close below the support area, then there's a probability we will continuously pushing through a downside. H4 still open. Look at this one. It's just like do not have a bottom wick. It's still open, so anything could be happen. Actually, volatility might be expected today. It's bank holiday, Thanksgiving day, and you can see how the candle just like moving today. Previous days, if you just like remember how market was just like moving, pushing to the upside to the downside, in a very smooth and very quick way. But now it just like needs some vitamins actually. I can feel weakness in it. So let's see. Okay, good morning, sir. How are you doing? Good, great. Walaikum salam. We can hear very well. All right. So you took trade pre-London, ah? Yeah, exactly. I have opened by 41.57. Great. Salam, by your neighbors and market both testing your patience. Yeah, exactly. I think you guys can hear. They just like continuously like reconstructing their home. I can't say anything about it. They just like started at the morning actually. Market is not in favor in this week at break even now. Okay, so break even is just like more better than to take a loss. I'm not interested in buys. I'm only in sales. Great for you. Today one win and one loss. So break even. So I can see people are just like mostly are break even today. It's a bank holiday. What about that? So I'm just like right now sitting with the London session. There's just like no bank holiday for the London. So yeah, just like looking for structure. So bank holiday will impact on US my way, session actually, not London session. Okay, so morning, call 1 5. No, no need to. They are just like a good neighbors. Okay, good morning everyone. Good morning, Tro. Welcome. So just like waiting, just waiting. I can't see volume in the market. It's just like not moving in quick way actually. So let's see what London Open will bring for us. Wow, pushing to the downside. Wow, look at this one. Once market just like try to pushing to the upside, but it's just like do not have power in it. So there's a probability it could continuously pushing to the downside as well with more power than the buys. But confirmation candle will give us some kind of traction. And there's just like 10 minutes left for this candle to be closed. So I'm just like waiting right now, looking at 30-minute time frame. This 30-minute candle is just like more healthier than the previous one. So let's see, just like we're looking at 50-minute time frame, just like it's a kind of fighting going on there. Wait for support from first. Yeah, this is something I'm having a plan, like if it just like come down create some support, so I will give my trade a chance for the buys, or if this current candle close above this resistance area, so I can give my trade a chance for buys as well. So let's see which opportunity will be bring on the table. Okay, this Sunday, do you want to host question answer session? No, it's just like not possible. I'm having a marriage of my friend, so just like need to attend that. Prices ranging on the higher time frame. Yeah, higher time frame is just like doing consolidation, and we just like heading towards end of the month as well. We are heading towards like into December, so might be higher time frame will continuously doing ranging, and it will like give some clear direction after getting some kind of a strong fundamental conditions, like might be some tweet from the Trump, something like that. So till right now, from previous weeks, I didn't saw much more volume, which I was just like saw in November, actually October. October was just like wild one. Today market is having low volume, should be cautious and just see for a 40 pips maximum if setup forms in case there is no volume. Yeah, exactly. This is something you are right about. So I'm just like waiting right now. Just like waiting 10 minutes left for the opening of London, and I can't see volume. I can't see any structure there till right now. We'll see. Salam bhai, walaikum salam. Sir, can you tell why wait for structure on 15-minute and not on 30-minute? Yeah, both actually. We just like mostly stick with 30-minute time frame. But right now you can see a 30-minute candle just like moving more than 70 pips. So if you just like looking for a 30-minute structure, you might gonna get like a bigger stop loss. So that's why I'm just like looking at 50-minute time frame so I can get smaller loss, smaller stop loss there. So Shoaib just like executed a 15-minute trade here. Let me just look at this one. Okay. Wow, you just like executed here. Hold on with your trade. Beautifully done. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. So just 9 minutes left. There's just like 9 minutes left. And we just like waiting. And there's just like more than 170 people just like watching on YouTube, and I'm having just 29 likes. Wow. It's not fair with me. You guys just like getting daily live streams and don't even like the stream actually. Yes, they're watching the live stream daily and don't even like the stream. Getting free education. And if I'm just like continuously getting the same like response from YouTube, I just like gonna end my live stream on YouTube. Then will only paid subscription will be available. Okay. So, wow, there's just like no volume. I can't see volume there. It's nothing like beautiful things just like going on. Okay, is it necessary that 50-minute close above resistance, or would it be enough just to have a green forming M15? No, it will be better to wait for the candle to break and close above the resistance. Because if it's just like going to be executed somewhere here, this is the resistance you just like need to fight with. Look at the volume right now. So it will be more better if this current 50-minute candle break and close above this resistance high. So that makes sense. So I'm just like waiting. Now look at this one. This 30-minute, the previous 30-minute candle just like having more stronger body than the previous one. So why this candle just like reacting like that? It should be continuously pushing upside, but it's just like again drop the volume here. So if we just like look at smaller time frame, that will give us the confirmation that might be if we just like break and close above this high, and then with the opening of London, if we just like create a wick and break above the high, there's a probability we can grab some chunks by depending on the volume. Till we are having like this price action on the left hand side, like consolidation area. Look at this one, how market was just like reacting to this area. So by going through these all rejections on the left hand side, we just like need a lot of volume actually. We just like need a lot of volume, and like, I just like can't see that kind of volume right now. I can't see this kind of volume till right now. So should have to be cautious about this thing. Okay, took this buy earlier. Let me just see this one. Wow, beautiful. So impulse entry, secure 20 pips. That totally makes sense. Beautiful. Beautiful execution, beautiful exit. Thank you. I thought it could be enough because of London Open, but I understand that's better confirmation to close above. Yeah, definitely. Raja sir, you are great, sir. Nice to see you online. I am Shah from India. Raja sir is not here right now. It's Kaisa sir. Walaikum Assalam. Hope you well. How's trading during the end of the year usually? End of the year actually on a December. You know what? Most of the businesses like doing their audits, so we might can get like low volume or volatility. This is something happen every year, but we cannot predict anything actually. Anything can be happen anytime. But with our experience, most of the time we just like do some kind of a consolidation, just like showing some volatility, showing some less volume, because the market makers, I would say, or who just like driving the market, they just like might be going to be take some profits. So there will be profit taking, and there will be like some new position going to be like taking there. So due to that, might be we just like going to be face like a volatility, but no one can predict that one. It's a experience what I'm just like telling you, which I'm just like looking at when I'm just like looking at December from the previous 4 years. Okay, Trove, just like send me the chart. What about the idea? Yeah, that's just such like a great idea. I'm also looking for that one. Let's see. Support, created breakup of the high, created retest and continuously pushing upside. But we just like need volume actually. You know what? Just like need a volume. It has a lot of sense. Yes. Okay. Okay. Is bank holiday also had effects on London session? No, it's right now bank holiday just like don't have any connection with London session. It's a US bank holiday, not a like a London holiday actually. We are sitting with a London session actually. So Thanksgiving no trade was no volume. Okay, USD holiday. Wow, why you guys everyone just like asking the same question? 30 minute above with no topic, but as the next candle create the wick can break above the high buys were executed and secured 40 pips. That's really such a nice, but candle just like do not have a upper wick. There's a probability of 50% chance it could continuously pushing downside. Like look at this one. You might be talking about this 30-minute candle and then next candle create a wick and push to the downside, and then again it just like break above the high. I also took this buy, but on the second candle I did not execute it in the first candle actually because 50% probability. All right, so 3 minutes left just for the 50-minute candle to be close. I'm looking at 30 minute right now. Again, man, it's just like dropping the volume. But you know what? If I just like ignore the 30, 15-minute time frame and give my trade a chance as an impulse entry, if the candle create a wick and break above the high of the small body candle, first thing it is just like need to fill this wick. And if there's like a lot of volume, it could continuously pushing upside. So let's see 2 minutes left. I'm just like looking at 30 minute now. Higher time frame actually having a higher probability. H1 also about to be closing with a small body here. Actually, you know what? Wow, look at this one. Just testing the patience actually. Yeah. Okay, so 4157 पे support create किया. Just try to write down your message in English so everyone other everyone can understand it easily actually. Today is bank holiday. Take care. Why don't? Okay. Did you ever trade in binary options? Not even a single time. I don't even know how to trade binary trading. Just like gambling, I think so. Okay, is my profit waiting for me or you have taken a trade? I just like took one trade before starting the stream, took some minor loss and just now just like waiting for some structure to be printed there. Your trade will bring volume or stating to sell. Let's see. Wait for support structure. Okay. If now 15-minute creator support should be pushing to the upside to fill the 1 hour week. We'll see. We'll see. We are heading towards opening of London session. I can't see volume till right now. Raja said there are ways to execute on 50-50 candle. I did it in that way. Candle breaks its high twice, but still didn't work. So you know that it's a 50-50 candle. So why you need to worry about? Okay, on current 30 minute, how would you interpret in if it closed with a small body which respected the previous candle low? So let me see this one. This candle just like close with a bullish candle. M30. Man, it just like broke above the high in the first 1 minute. So I'm just like waiting right now. This 30 minute again closed with the same size of the previous candle. This candle just like showing less volume. It also a sign of a less volume. But if this candle just like created a wick now, if it's just like going to break its own high, I think so. By depending on London session volume, I can give my trade a chance by avoiding 15 minute and just like looking at 30 minute time frame. So just like waiting right now. Yeah, if it's like going to break above the high. But it's just like showing. Do you guys feel comfortable while taking this buy? The way it's just like reacting right now. I also don't like this actually. Have you traded in the summer January before? Usually it is usually less volume. Yeah, we'll see. Price is very. Yeah, man. You know what? I wanted to give my trade one chance. And if I just like lose this trade, I'm just like gonna close the chart. Today price action just like not showing me the volume actually. But I'm just like gonna give my trade a chance in this situation. Okay, here you go. I executed a buy, placing stop loss somewhere here, going in my favor right now. That's great. Wow, 23 pips. Can I get some money because it's the opening of London session? Wow, 16 pips. I'm just like going to be secure my some position here actually. You know what? 15 pips. It's not a comfortable thing. Placing my stop loss at break even. Wow, what is this, man? I'm just like having this line. Yes, it's clear now. So depending on the volume of London session, I'm expecting might be it will keep pushing to the upside. So I just like grab 15 pips. At a 15 pips, I just like secure some position. Like 75% I have just like closed there. The reason was actually it's like not showing me that opportunity to hold with the trade like for 50, 60, 70 pips. But still you guys like hanging at 20 pips right now in your pockets. So secure 50%, secure I would say 90%. I don't like the price action today, the way it just like reacting. So I think so that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. So I just like bring my stop loss at break even. It just like went 20 pips in my favor. No, so now there's just like no business of this candle to come down and hit my break even stage actually. So I would like to see it to continuously pushing to the upside. Looking at 15 minute broke the resistance area. See this one break above this candle high as well. So now there is no business of this candle to come down and hit my break even. If it just like come down, hit my break even, that will be okay. Okay, look at this one. So it's like very important to look at the price action and grab something which is easily for you to like grab there. So yeah, it's like a very quick decision. Looking at 30-minute time frame, executed a buy, secure 20 pips, 15 pips there, bring stop loss break even. It's just like come down. See this one. This is the kind of a volatility I was just like talking about. If it's just like break above the previous 30-minute high, even it's just like break above the previous 50-minute high. So and if you can see we are still having like clean traffic. It's a execution by depending on opening of London session. So why it is reacting like that? It should be continuously pushing upside and fill this range. If it's just like reacting like that, it's a clear sign of the volatility. So I think so that will be enough to go as a break even for me actually. It's really such a very choppy one. Okay. Wow, again pushing upside. Wow, pushing upside, pushing to a downside. But I just like secure some position here actually. You using magic keys? No, I'm not using any magic keys if you're asking me. Your trade will bring volume or stating to say, okay, wow, pushing upside now. If now M15 created a support, should be pushing to the upside to fill the 1 hour wick. Okay, it just like broke the wick as well. But it's like before, it's just like pushing upside. It just like went 20 pips in my favor and come down, hit my break even. Now it's just like pushing upside. So, but I just like done with this one. Just like done with this one. Look at the way how it's just like moving actually. Okay, but okay. M30 close with no topic riskier than okay. Low volume, I don't like this buy, don't take that. Then I just like execute it and exit. Okay, sell on the top. Wow, took trade and was out on 15 pips. Well, you just like need to adopt the market. Sometime it will give you 20 pips, it sometime it will give you like a 50 pips, sometime it will give you like 100 pips. You just like need to adopt the market. You cannot predict the market. If you just like continuously getting like 40, 50, 60 pips regularly, today is just like not kind of that kind of a day when it's just like going in your favor like continuously like 40, 50 pips. So be realistic with the things. You cannot as a retail trader you cannot predict the market. I just like continuously telling you you cannot predict the market. Just like take what just like easy for you to take there. So keep your thing in a simple way. SR executed this trade in I think so. YouTube might gonna miss this one because they're having like a latency. Yeah, might be like 10 20 seconds, but we just like execute it and exit. So I think so. You guys, some of guys from YouTube might miss this one. Open in pre-London 41.57 and close 41. Okay, that's great. This type of volume is for dropping normal loads. Yes, exactly. Why don't we trust a trade if it breaks the high in the first minute? What's the logic, please? If it just like break above the high in the first minute, I did not execute it. Then it just like come down, create a wick, and then it just like break above its own high. Then I just like execute. You saw that one? Did you saw that one? Okay, I got my stuff. Okay, that's great. Just close position now for 30 pips done for the day. Very nice. Very nice. Done for the month. Not gonna trade today and tomorrow. All thank to you, Kaiser. All right, let me just like look at this one. Wow, man. What a comeback. What a comeback, David. Really, really nicely done. So see, this is the power of one trade. He just like stick one trade. Doesn't matter. He just like took a loss. Doesn't matter. He took a profit there. But look at the result. He just like come back from the drawdown. Now he's just like standing in profits. Wow, very nicely done. Very, very, very nicely done. Really, such a beautiful result. So sticking with the rule is just like very important. See the result. Week 2, 61 minus, then 400 positive, 300 positive, 155 positive. Day 1, 5 week 5. Such a beautiful result. Uh, yeah, man. So see if there's like a volume, it's a opening of London. Why just candleless just like stop there? Why just like not continuously pushing upside? It's not a normal thing which we just like face on a daily basis. So as I just like told you, just like take what is just like easy for you to take there. Okay, love from Bangladesh. Thank you so much. Yeah, 15 pips close, 50% at least get something. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, is this something you can buy some meal, you can watch some movie, you just like make some money. Just spending like 30 minutes on the chart. As just following your signal. Okay, he didn't do anything. Which one? Who just like didn't do anything? Are we done or looking for another one? You just like wanna leave the stream, Tolga? If you just like wanted to leave the stream, then I'm just like looking for something else. I want more structure. Okay. So wow, look at this one. How just like rating. It's the opening of London. Did you guys ever face this kind of London opening? I don't think so. Yeah, still I can't see volume actually. Just one push, grab some chunks and close the chart. Just a push. Wow. What is this? I have just like click something. Oh, okay. Wow, what is this like doing right now? Pushing upside, pushing downside. What is this going on actually? I like this stream, brother. I it was just a question, okay? So let's see if we just like got some structure, then we'll try to give my trade a chance. Nice to see you and nice to meet you, sir. Thank you so much, Bhavana Sanjay. Welcome, welcome. I forgot the 1 minute rule and close this trade under 1 minute. I totally forgot. So it doesn't matter. It's not important to hold every trade for the 1 minute if you are running on any kind of funding challenge. Your most of the trades actually most of the trades actually must have like holding more than 1 minute. Like suppose you just like took like 6 trades, So 4 to 5 trades should be like more than 1 minute. Or I would say like if you just like closing two trade or one trade within 1 minute doesn't going to be impact on your like a funding account. So majority of your trade actually should be more than 1 minute actually. Let me just like look at this. The result of not respecting your own rules, the month will be closed in profit but broke my own rules to lead to losses. Learn my lessons and next month will be do better. Okay, let me just like look at this one. So wow, trades one trade, very nice. But such a what happened here, bro? Wow, you just like expecting you stop it. This is a very beautiful consistency going on. But what happened here? 4,000, 3,000. Yeah, should have to be work on the risk management thing. I think so. Hmm. So I think so. This 17th of November, it might be impact your 18th of November. I think you just try to recover this loss and increase the lot size, and then you just like took another loss here. So I will recommend you just like live in the present. Forget about the profit, forget about the loss what you just like took in the past actually. You cannot change it. Wow, pushing upside now. Move 23 pips. But how it just like move you can see. It's just like not showing the volume. Impulse entry, looking at 30-minute. Wow, just like gone. So now need to wait for now some new structure to be formed here. But still, price action is just like not right now in a smooth condition, I would say. May I ask if there's a low volatility in January and February, but are there still setups? Man, how I can predict that one? Anything can be happen. Suppose that there's some, I don't want this, but might be. I'm just like giving example. There's some kind of war just like started in a December, started in a January. Then what we will do? Volume will be kicked back into the market. It's just like a, I would say, imagination that market will might will drop the volume, but no one can predict that one. Anything can be happen. Might be again Trump like started the trade war again. He just like doing some kind of like a tweet on his Twitter with the volatility. So anything can be happen. Exactly as you described it. But yes, it's important to learn from your mistake and managing properly the risk. Yeah, exactly, buddy. It's like very important to manage the risk actually. Wow. Pushing pushing upside using the London volume, but still I can't see anything. You know what? Now what I will do? I will wait for some structure to be formed on a 30-minute time frame now. I would like to see a candle should have to be create some resistance, come down, create some support, give me some confirmation so I can give my trade a chance. But if it's just like going to be happen within running of London session, then I will try to give my trade a chance. But if we just like did not get any structure during the London session, so I am just like going to be close my chart for today. So nothing for me because right after we just like having a US bank holiday, it's Thanksgiving, and you guys can easily see how market just like behaving, the way market kind of just like reacting, the way just like moving, pushing to the upside to the downside. So yeah, yes man, we cannot predict the market actually. Okay, okay, big rejection left side, we'll see. If there is opening of session NY open, then I should focus on the opening because it brings volume like you did today. Yeah, sometime it happens, but there must be some kind of structure should be there. If there's just like no structure, then you can get like some losses there as well. There should be structure. If you're using a opening of some session, there must be a structure printed there, and your execution have to be respect that structure and respect that volume as well. Are buys valid if the current M15 close above the resistance? I don't think so because not comfortable with this one. It's just like close far away from the resistance, like 35 pips already moved. If you're just like going to be execute somewhere here, if you just like going to place some your stop loss somewhere here, look at this one. It could be like a 52 pip stop loss. And you can see while we are not having clean volume till right now, you are going to be tapped a lot of rejections on the left hand side. So I would recommend to not give a chance by using a 15-minute time frame. Try to wait for 30 minutes to create some kind of structure like a support form, give some confirmation candle. That makes sense to continue to pushing upside. I close 50% on rejection, secure the rest at 29 pips. Very very nice, very nice, very nicely done. So yeah, so yeah, great result. 29.30 risk management on its peak and very nicely done. Good range if selling structure forms. Yeah, but look at the way how the price action right now not showing volume in it. Just a volatility I can see. Let's see if we just like got some structure to give my trade another chance. Okay. On 50-minute time frame, 41.57 create support, then next candle first week, then break low, but it don't gonna go downside and also left side clean range. I did not get your question, bro. With good structure, yes. Someone secured 33 pips, very nice. H4 candle doesn't have lower wick. Talk about this, so it's a sign of a strong bullish momentum right now. It's just like do not have a bottom wick, but still, it's a I would say it's still a open candle. So might be market can reject from this area and continuously pushing to the downside to create a wick. We will consider the candle which just like do not have a bottom wick. If the previous candle just like close with no bottom wick, like it's just like showing strong bullish momentum in it. But right now this H4 just like still open, and the way H1 and M30 reacting like I would say dropping the volume. If we just like go some kind of structure like on a 30 minute or on a 50 minute, so it could be continuously pushing downside. But if this H4 will keep pushing to the upside without creating a bottom wick close somewhere here, then very higher probability with the next candle going to be create a wick break above the high. You guys going to be face clean traffic on the left hand side, tradable range, everything will be there, and this will be also a very strong bullish momentum sign there as well, and it will be also breaking above the previous daily candle high as well. So that makes sense. I think so. It's just like going to be about, going to be close right after almost like 1.5 hours. So yeah, that makes sense. But still H4 just like still open. They do not have a bottom wick. It could be reject and come down. It's just like do not have a bottom wick actually. So yes, it creating a bullish structure, but very slowly and tricky. Yeah, the way just like creating the structure, it can. It's just like behaving like it could be reject any time and will push to the downside. Anything can be happen. Good range if settings okay. If with 50k challenge, I am using regularly either zero point 0.1 or maximum zero point 0.2 load size, but I ended up break even. Should I increase the load size and manage risk accordingly to, or stay with same load size? Please recommend it. I would say just like readjust your load size by depending on the structure, like how much stop loss you just like going to be get there. I would say just like take 1% risk of your capital, and whatever suits with your 1% risk, then just like use that load size. Sometimes you just like going to be get like a 40 pip 50 pip stop loss, but the structure just like starting at a very very beautiful condition, so you just like have to be execute on that one. So but you are getting like a bigger stop loss, like you are getting out from 2% 3% risk of your capital. So at that place you can lower the load size, you can lower the load size and then give your trade a chance there. So these days when we just like going to be get, sometime we're getting like a 30 pip stop loss, sometime we're getting like a 50, 60 pip stop loss due to high volume now in the industry, like actually. So I don't want to be funny, but inverse head and shoulder is forming on 30 minutes, which may mean, according to the theory who believe in it, that it will break previous day high and go up. I don't believe in it. I don't believe any head and shoulder. I don't believe in any leg and shoulder, anything like that. So I will wait for some simple price action, support resistance, break, given confirmation, clean traffic, tradable range, volume, grab some chunks, close the chart. But still, it's funny. We have another Fazan here too. Yes, I think so. There is someone who is just like duplicate of you. I think so. I remember the drama of India cinema. I don't remember the name of the director, but as I will remember, I will tell you. Before learning price action from Raja and you, I was very much into studying these patterns. So they appear, I laugh and say to myself, do not believe. You know what? It's like very difficult for those who just like got another mentorship from other people and or might be just like working on some other price actions. Price action mean I would say like they are just like doing some other strategy working before joining us, like they are sticking with SMC, something like ICT, something like that. So it's like very difficult for them to remove the previous data, but you have to remove that one, because if it's just like giving you profits, if it's just like making you consistent, if it's just like continuously like building yourself or growing yourself, then you will never ever like join us, you will be stick with that one. If you just like join us, if you just like coming here, that's mean the previous thing just like not working for you. So I will recommend you to believe us or believe the process, I would say. Just like learn these proper tools and then use these tools with your perspective, and there's a probability you will start making money. Make sense? Too many Fizan, it means trading is in their blood. Actually, I think so. Ekta Kapoor just like come here. Ekta Kapoor, who just like a director of drama industry, who always like use like plastic surgery in their dramas. So I think so they're driving this for this industry right now. We are having a lot of like Fizans here. Yeah. Do you will take another buy? We'll see if there's some structure just like going to for form actually, then definitely I'm just like gonna give my trade one more chance. But right now you can see we are having this support. It's just like creating higher low, but not going in a smooth way. The speed is it's actually like showing here to going to the upside. I think so the speed when it's just like coming to a downside will be three times like faster than as it's just like going to the upside. The way it's just like pushing actually, just like not showing volume. It's just like standing where it's like it's going like like a snail, I would say, moving very slowly. No, I can't see volume. Given there are three Fazan in the group, we could need to recognize by our surnames. Yeah, I'm Fazan Omar from Lahore. Okay, one more Fazan we just like got. Ekta Kapoor getting heavier on our chat, Zoom chat. Can SMC be confirmed with price action? Because in price action, the RR is very low. Okay. Still, we standing in profits like this account, even it's just like standing with the If you just like look at this one, just using it for the educational purpose, but still it I just like made like 50% profit of this capital in 2 months. So how it's just like having a less probability. You just like if you are having like 100K account, it's a $50,000. So just like think like that. Every structure will work in the same way. Doesn't matter what lot size you are using there. Okay, man. Okay. So I'm just like in December, might be I'm just like going to be withdraw this $1,874 profit and will spend on my family. Yes. We'll do some trip for 1 to 2 days. Extra money. This is kind of extra money. Double bottom and about to break neckline. Raja Bhai in buys now. Wow. Great. Let me see in Market Fluid University if he is in a buy. Okay. Yeah, he's in a buy in his Insta story. He took the same as you. Yeah, that makes sense. I think so. He must be holding that one. So amazing to see Mentor and us in the same trade every time. Okay, that's great. Actually, we just like took the same trade, and I didn't. He didn't took the same trade. Did. I did took the same trade because what I'm just like doing, I just like learn each and everything from him. That's why our execution mostly are same. That's the power of education. We don't need signal and shit. Yeah, exactly. This is why we just like depend on our own things. Wow, look at this push now, man. In the last 2 minutes when the candle is like about to be closed, in the last 1 to 2 minute market just like pushing upside, and we just like having these like of kind of rejections on the left hand side. Yes, man. Wow, great. It's just such a great thing. Yeah. So that's why we just like build. I didn't, Raja bro, just like build this market for the university. You just like not going to be get signal here. You just like going to be get something which will stand you at your own feet. Like what will be that kind of feeling once you just like open your chart and you just like don't need any castle, any Raja bro. You just like going to be stand at your own feet. You will just like break down your chart. Once you just like go to your opportunity, you will execute, and once you, it will never work out. You just like going to manage the risk. So that feeling, just like feel that vibe. You are not going to be dependent on anyone. This is the actual meaning of market fluidity university. And Chris just like send me the chart here. Okay. What is this? Chris, bro, it's just like not opening. I think it's a telegram. It's Raja bro telegram channel. Raja took impulse on entry in trend and break above the previous high. Yeah, this one. We just like took the same trade here. See this one. We took the same trade. But I just like close my position here, and he just like hold on with that one. I just like close my position. Was not comfortable with, but still the execution are same. Which both like just like make money here. But using the higher lot size, result are just like same. Results are same actually. Raja got balls of steel to hold. Yeah, exactly. Look at his backup man. He's just like running right now $3.5 million account. So this is a very important thing you guys just like need to understand. There's just like no competition with anyone. There's always you versus you. So just like whatever you are having, you there were days when Raja Bro started with 0.01 lot. So you just like need to believe the process, and one day you just like gonna achieve that one. But if you just like having a $5,000 account and try to like open two load three load on that one, that doesn't make sense. We just like need to stick with the same rule which he's just like implementing on his higher capital. So you just like need to manage the lower capital in the same way. So at the end you will just start getting the same result which he is just like getting right now. So just like need to believe the process and keep pushing. Wow, just like close now. So it just like went, how much? It just like went 25 pips more from our exit. Yes. So now just like need to wait for some structure to be formed. This candle size just like become more bigger than the previous one, impulse entry. It's just like showing volume, but we are having some kind of mess on the left hand side. We need a lot of volume to go through these all rejection. So you know what, I'm just like not gonna execute somewhere here. If it just like create a week and break above the high, that will be great. If it's just like continuously pushing upside, that will be great. Then all I need a candle to have to be come down, create some support, give me some confirmation candle, so there's a higher probability then it will gonna retest the high. And at that time we also going to be get like clean traffic, tradable range, and the proper structure there. Can we make $600, 700 on 5,000 account per month? What is your experience? Yeah, sure. Look at this one. Let me just show you. This account almost going to be complete is 2 months. Still, it's 2 months are pending, but still, it's just like going to be great. I just like did not execute with the high lot size. It's an educational account. I'm also running another two accounts actually. So let me just still show you. Okay, so all history. Already like took like almost how much like 182 and 180, almost like $400. I just like to withdraw from this account, and in 1.5 for 2 month almost it's standing at right now $24.43. So it's been like I just like made 50%. So if you just like divide this 2500 into 2 months, so I'm just like making almost like $1,200 to $1,250 per month on a $5,000 account by using small load size 0.25, 0.15, 0.10, 0.05, not more than that. See this one? You can see here on the left hand side. But no compromise with the risk management. I took also losses here as well, but no compromise with the risk management. So at the end, I just like close in profits. That's it. So it's easy to make like $500 per month easily on a $5,000 account. And if you just like belong to some country, like the third world country, I would say, and you are making like a $500 a month as a side business, it's just like someone's salary who just like working at a manager post in any firm. So it's just like more than enough, I would say. Yes. So okay, Raja posted this morning. What do you think, answer? If this was the case, then would price stop at support or continue moving down? Actually, just like first thing first, you just like going to face this wick. So if we just going to be get some kind of candle break and close below the support area somehow like this, let me just show you. I don't know why you guys are just like worried about. Let me just see if I can zoom in. Okay, so if you got a candle which is like close below the support, all right, then if a candle just like going to close below the support, so first thing, it will never going to be worried about this rejection. It will not going to be worried about this rejection. If you got some confirmation candle, you create a wick, the first thing it just like going to fill this wick on the left hand side. Don't you just like no need to worry about this rejection on the left hand side. It's in the past, it will become like overthinking. So first thing first, it will fill this wick on the left hand side if you got a confirmation candle like this. All right, make sense? Okay, means 1250. Great mashallah. Yeah, exactly. Withdraw all and do accounts giveaway. Yeah, accounts giveaway. Yes, I forget about that one. We'll see. We'll see. At it's the end of the month. We'll see. Might be in December. $500 is way big money on this side of the world. Yeah, man, it's way big money. I can understand this one. Why you don't buy a funded account of 1 lakh? Just need to your opinion. I already did that. I already passed for three funded account of 100K. I did that. Now I just like don't feel to go with that when I am running my own real accounts right now. I just like prove myself that I'm a good trader, doing live stream, continuously making money in front of your guys, running this small account for the live stream. It's also standing at 50% profit. So yeah, just like everything, just like going smooth. If I just like feel that I need any funded account, then definitely I will go there for that one. We'll see. Might be, you know what? It's a December. We just like heading towards December. So might be I'm just like stop my real accounts and buy any small funded account with a like 100K with a small capital like a $500 and try to go with lower size and try to practice on that one. That could be a good great idea to pass the December and not getting bored and not losing big money. Okay, reason being always look at the nearest. Yeah, look at always for the nearest. It did the same thing as you described, but still rejected from the same spot. Uh, but still rejected means from the support on the point B. But you know what? Even if it's just like rejected from point B, still whenever I'm just like going to face the same structure, I will go for the weak field structure first. I will never going to be worried about the A actually. Sorry, the B actually. I think so. B structure was what was the B? Let me just see this one from B. Whenever I'm just like going to face this structure, I will go for the weak field. I will avoid this one. I will go for the weak field whenever. Like suppose it's just like appear 10 times, 10 time I will just like going to be execute on this for the A like a target. Because you just like need volume. If you just like got confirmation candle below the support area, there's a probability first thing first which is like going to fill this range actually represent the like the range of the market. The wick actually represent the range of the market. So if it just like went down with the volume, if there's just like a volume, then next can create a wick again, it will going to fill the wick. But you just like need to recognize the volume there. There must be a proper structure should be formed there. So point A for a target makes sense. We'll not worried about point B. Live in the present. Okay, so all right. Uh, bro, while opening of new session, is it okay to execute in first minute with or without wick? You know what, Mr. Jojo Max? Uh, Sometime you just like going to be execute with a dynamic risk. You had a plan that if it's just like going to be close in your favor, how you just like actually wanted to see, and you just like took a decision that you just like going to be execute with a dynamic risk. So if we just like going with the dynamic risk, then we just like never wait for the candle to create a wick. We never wait for the candle to break above the previous candle high. In a dynamic risk, we just like execute as the candle just like open its position. We might like tore over position into two pieces. Like with the opening of candle, we just like add one position as it just like rotates a little to the downside or to the upside, so we can add one more position into it. You can do that one, or you can like execute with the opening of candle. So with the dynamic risk, we just like never wait for 1 minute 2 minutes something like that. That's only implement when you just like had a plan to go as a dynamic risk. So that makes sense. Actually, when we see people on the social media trading different strategy, then we think it might be better than ours. So don't look at that one. I just like never ever look at any other strategy giver person in the social media. I just like stick with one strategy, and here's the result in front of you guys. This is the most common mistake most of the people just like does in their life. They just like try to flip from one strategy to another strategy. They just jumping from here to there. This is the bad impact could be on your on your psychology, and also on your trading style. You just like need to adopt one thing only, and just like be like a best in that one. So you will start getting the results. It's work same as a new business. You just like started any new business, and you just not going to be take it to the top in the first 1 2 month. It will take proper time, it will take proper process to go through. And at the end, once you just follow the rules of the business, follow the best things which you just like required in your business, then at the end, after 6 months or 1 year, you just like start getting the results. You will start getting the customers, you will start getting the higher sales. So it's also working in the same way. It's the biggest market of the industry. You know what, once like America was just like in a war with Afghanistan. They spent $2.1 trillion. They just like spent $2.1 trillion in 21 to 22 years while fighting with Afghanistan. And this market before, it was just like having $7.5 trillion volume transaction in one day. Now it just like passes more than 25 to 30 trillion actually, I think so. 25 trillion. It's just like passes 25 trillion in previous days actually. So just understand this thing. It's a giant. You cannot like easily grip on it. You just like need to go through the process, believe the process, just like go step by step. Okay. Flex is disturbing. Oh yeah, actually, social media flex is disturbing your minds. Yeah, you just need to like achieve other people life. Some people just try to spend their life how others are like spending. They just like showing cars, like showing watches, showing like villas. Most of them just do not even own those things. They just like rent it out, and they just like running their social media. I remember Raja Bro was just like in this industry continuously from I remember it's been like 6 years when he was just like in this industry. He just like did not show any cars, any bungalow, any watches. Once he just like get millionaire, and it just like built in front of my own eyes, then it's a part of his life now. So it's different. It's different. He's just like been in this industry from 10 years now. So I just like watch the complete story. So I believe that everything whatever he's just like owning, it's a real one, and totally buying on the cash actually. So it's a different story. But the people on the social media who just like appear just like recently, don't having any kind of like a strong record behind, do not have any history. So just like stay away from them. Even if you just like look at my social media, it's been like 5 years, you will just like not going to be look at any cars, any bungalow, any watches, anything, because it's not a reality. I cannot sell the dreams actually here. Look at this one. It might be boring social media for anyone, but who just like understand this one. I just like don't even like do any kind of a single marketing for my account. These 6,780 followers, it's like real. These are real organic followers. And look at my Instagram. You will not going to be get any kind of flexing thing here. Just education. Just as education, just like going to be get. So might be it's like a boring thing for someone because you can't see any kind of flex here. But once it's just become a part of my life, it will start appearing here. I cannot rent it out. I just like wanted to earn it. So it's different. It's different. You earn something, and it's different. You flexing something. You are a liar actually if you just telling lie to the people. You just like lying to yourself actually. So yeah, giveaway for this month, we'll see. What's your average risk in percentage? Could be 1 to 2%. Daily wants to flip. Let's see. Go with a swing account, bro. Standard account during EU GPP. Okay, news you can't trade, even you trade. Okay. How I am joining the Zoom with you, Baijan? You just like need to join Marketability University. If you just look at the description in this live stream on YouTube, you will get the links. So just like click on the link of Marketability University. Like let me just like show you. So you guys going to be get a lot of opportunity there. So here you can see in the description, you just like need to click here. Here you just like going to be get the description. So you can look at this one. This is my Instagram ID and this is Market View University link. If you just like go through this link and use code CAS15, you just like going to be get 15% off. For Dominion funding, if you just like go through this link and going to be add code CAS20, you just like going to be get 20% off. But right now don't go with this link, because right now there is 35% off running on Dominion funding with the code Raja Black. And for Magic Keys, if you just like going through this link, use code CAS25, you just like going to be get 25% off. For Dominion market, this is the link for the Dominion market, best broker I would say, zero latency, low spreads, and this is the best fundamental platform I would say, Market Edge AI. You can get 20% off for the lifetime by going through this link and use code QS20. And this is MT5 simulator for practice. This is the best thing I would say everyone should have to be buy during this December. So practice your strategy while you just like entering into December. And if you just like going through this link and use code CAS50, you just like going to be get 50% off on that one. So you just like going to be have these all links here. You can use those. Wow, it's great actually. The gold is just like continuously pushing upside. Wow, it's just like again created a resistance here. Wow, man. Wow. Now we just like tapping to these rejection on the left hand side. Daily just like flipping, breaking its own high. That's great actually. But you know what? In this way, let me explain you one more thing. It's like very important to understand. Some people what they will do, they will like try to execute once market going to break above this high. So they will say that market just like break the give us the breakout structure, now it should be continuously pushing upside. But in this way you just like need to use a common sense. Let me just like remove these all things for you guys, so you will understand in a more better way. So look at this one: one, two, three, four, five, six. So suppose that this sixth or seventh candle will continuously pushing upside without any retracement and broke and close above this resistance. So just like need to ask yourself, is it make sense to take a buy here? Can you guys give me the answer about it? Because it's just like give us the breakout structure. Does this make sense? No. Great. Anyone else? No. Yes. No sense. Need a pullback. Yes. So simple thing. Just like keep your things in a very simple way. Market always moves in waves. There are buyers, there are sellers, which we called higher low, lower high, something like that. So two parties always run the markets everywhere in this world. Like there are always buyers, there are always sellers. Not only buyers can run the market, not only sellers can run the market. So market always move in waves. So if it's just like continuously pushing to the upside, it should have to be create some structure. Like if it's just like continuously printing and pushing to the upside, even it's like broke above the resistance, still we need a structure to be formed. So you just like need to see something like that. Suppose it's just like break above the high, doesn't matter, you missed it. Don't get into some kind of FOMO. You just like need a structure to be formed. Like a candle should have to be create some kind of resistance and then break above the resistance. That makes sense for the buys. Or if it's just like continuously pushing to the downside, like somehow like this, then if it's just like create a support, here you can give your trade a chance. So this is something you just like need to understand. If it's just like continuously pushing upside in one direction and printing candles in one shape, you just like need a structure to be formed there. Even it's just like break above the above the resistance on the left hand side, you just like need to calculate how much it's just like already move. It's just like going to be move like more than 250 or 300 pips to break above this area. So just like wait for the proper structure to be formed and then give your trade a chance. Rather than that, if you just like wanted to go for the sells in this kind of moment, always wait for the counter trade setup to be appear there. Only counter trade setup, a proper counter trade setup, I would say, like created a resistance, created a support, and broke below that support. That makes sense. Broke and close below that support. That makes sense for the counter trade setup. Rather than that, just like wait for the structure to create a support, create to give you a confirmation, then give your trade a chance. Yes. So I think so. It will help you out if you are just like facing higher time frame ranges. It will work there. Why don't you hold trades? Never seen securing 100 pips. Okay, because I just like comfortable to grabbing like 40, 50 pips because I already put my 2% risk there. So why I just like, if there's just like 100 pips available, definitely I took that one, and I just like did that many time during the live stream even. 100 pips continuously for 3 days, 4 days. I was just like taking that. You can watch that on YouTube live streams channel actually, because there's every time resistance above there on left side. Yeah, how many months, years we need to back test to understand concept clearly? I think so it all depend on your mental condition, how quickly you understand the concepts actually. Someone just like can get proper grip on risk management, can get proper grip on the structure like within 1 month. Someone can take like 3 months, someone can take like 6 months. So it's all depend your mental condition, how quickly you understand the things. Okay, Cash Bro, share your chart settings. So just like take a screenshot. Here you can take a screenshot. Sir, please explain if on this resistance M15 M30 makes bearish candle. Now how we trade? Just like if you just like want to take a sells, just wait for the proper structure to be formed there. So just take a screenshot here. Take a screenshot of this one. One, two, three, four, five, and take a screenshot of this one. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. So I'm just like going to see how this kind of just like about to be closed. So then I'm just like gonna see if there's just like any opportunity appear, or rather than that, I'm just like gonna end the stream and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday, so London session will be done with Raja Bro, and I'll do the NY session. And if Raja Bro just like not going to be do London session, then I will do the London session actually. How to know when to hold trades instead of close position? Can't grow my account because of low run rate. You just like if you just like getting scared, if you just like really wanted to hold your position, once market went in your favor 40, 50 pips, 35 pips, whatever suits you, just close 50% position, bring your stop loss at break even and leave the rest. If it's just like continuously pushing upside, that will be extra bonus for you, and that will also build your confidence to hold on with your trades. So just like do this practice for at least like 15 days to 1 month. Is counter trend also called pullback? No. If a counter trend setup just like created there, then it could be continuously pushing to a downside. No one knows that. But if there's like a lot of volume and market just like continuously going in one direction, then I just like try to avoid counter trade setup because it could be take rejection from anywhere on the left hand side and can again continuous trend. So in that situation, I try to avoid counter trade setup. But if there's like a volume and proper counter trade setup appears, it's also opportunity we can grab there. Thanks, brother, for the education session. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Take care, buddy. Take care. I'm just like also heading off like right after 10 minutes. We'll see if we're just like going to be create some structure. I just like wanted to see how market going to be react to these rejection on the left hand side. This is something I'm looking for. So just like 5 minutes left for this scanner to be closed, and it's like very important to see how this for 5 minutes just like about to be closed actually. 30 minutes just like continuously pushing in one direction. H1 third candle it is. M15 just like creating a support, creating a resistance, creating a support, creating higher low, something like that. It's just like wanted to see how market just like going to be react to these area. Don't like this slow claiming. Will look for counter trend setup if no trade today. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. We'll see. Assalamu alaikum from Germany. Walaikum salam. Are you gonna do live tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow will be the live, and tomorrow will be. I will be very cautious about tomorrow setups. You know what? Why? What is the reason behind that? Tomorrow is almost like end of the month. because right after tomorrow you are having like Saturday, Sunday. So over month is just like about to be closed tomorrow. Tomorrow also the end of the week as well. It's Friday as well. So need to be very cautious. Don't want it to lose my money on this kind of Friday. I will try to stay away from the market if there's just like a normal movement going on like what happening today. If I'm just like going to face these kind of volume, this kind of movement tomorrow, then I will try to avoid the chart and will come from the next month. Actually, that makes sense. I'm a beginner and trying to explore this market and trying to learn how to trade gold. So can you please guide me with how much minimum amount can I trade with, and what will be risk management in this market, and what will be my risk and reward with minimum pips to trade with? You know what, just go with at least like $500 to $1,000, so it will like involve your emotions into it as well. So if you just like lose some trade, you will just like going to be lose some money, and that will teach you something. So just you will just like need to journal your trade. Once you just like execute on any trade, if it's just like went in your favor, you just like need to generate, can you get like more better entry if the next if next time you just like going to be get the same structure. And if you just like manage the risk there, you just like need to break down that too, that is it more better risk management I can do that situation. And you just like need to stick with 1 to 2 trades a day. You just like need to stick with maximum 1 to 2% risk of your capital. This is the most important rule you just like need to follow up as a beginner trader. And also just like go towards like the educational content in market university, that will like help you out a lot. Actually that will build your roots on the price action. How long it will take to revise all classes? Just like play it and sit it for 24 hours and it will be completed. What a kind of question this is. Okay. How much you make this week percent wise? I think so might be 5%. Yesterday in the 30-minute time frame, a big red rejection candle with a small body was formed. What does it mean? What? In the 30-minute time frame, a big red rejection candle with a small body was formed. It could be exhaustion candle. How to avoid news properly while trading funding account? What? How to avoid news properly while trading funding account? Close your eyes. Man, what kind of question it is? I think so. People just like get tired and getting bored now. Current 4 are open with no bottom wick, but in lower time frame price is trending up. How much does it affects on taking a buy trade with 4 hour no bottom wick yet? You just like no need to worry about as a scalper. You just like no need to worry about a 4 hour. Just look at the lower time frame. It's just like giving you the opportunity, grab some chunks and close the chart. That's it. Yes. Okay. It is a good question. The total length of the class for time management. You know what? You don't have even time to attend the complete classes. You are asking about how much time. You just like wanted to read a book, and first you are worried about how many pages it is having. So you just like not gonna become a good trader. Believe me, I can write it down and send it to you. You are worried about the pages, how much the pages the book is having, without concerning about like how much knowledge it's having in it. Doesn't matter it took you like 5 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. So you are interested. I don't want to roast it, so I'm just like gonna stop it here. I think so everyone just like use their common sense, what I'm just like trying to explain. Man, thank you Cas bro for cleaning my mind. Welcome, welcome. No question is a bad question. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. 1 hour close above resistance. Which resistance? Just like 1 hour, just like closed. This one? Which resistance? We still having like a lot of rejection on the left hand side. What about these? 30 minutes just like continuously pushing upside. I can't see a single bearish candle on a 30-minute time frame. It's just like continuously pushing upside. Abdul Rahman, stop it, bro. How long are you have learning from Raja? I still learning from him. It's been like 5 years. Every day, just like teach me something new. So there's just like no stop. I would say there's just like no stop. Every day you would just like learn something new. But it's been like 5 years. I'm just like been in this industry actually, and just like stick only one strategy, Raja Bank. Okay. So this, wow, what I push right now is just like look at the speed, how it just like moving to the upside, and when it's just like pushing to the downside, how it just like moving to the downside. Look at this one. The speed of climbing up is like slower than to climbing down. Wow, it's working right now to like hiking on a rock and just like climbing down from that area. Yeah, and what is the best lot size for $1,000 budget? Just go with 0.10, 0.05. These days you're getting like a bigger stop loss. So, wow, look at this one. One single candle. The way just like pushing upside. One single candle. Just like eight, one, two, three, four candles. One single candle in 3 minutes. Ate your four hours because the previous H4 still open and do not have a bottom wick. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Is it any news just like pop up? Let me just like look at market at JI. Is there any news pop up? Live news. Wow. That's why I was just like looking for how market just like going to be react to the rejections on the left hand side when it's just like tapping to that rejection area. You see how quickly just like went down. So high impact news and all no news. Okay, Taiwan resource, Taiwan. Okay, Italy. No, nothing special happened like actually. Eurozone October. Yeah, nothing. It's just like a random move. But look at this, how it's just like pushing to the downside actually. Wow. And one, two, three, four, 2 hours, 3 hours. 1 3 minute, 8 3 hours movement. Oof. Wow. See this one. 1 3 minute candle. Within 3 minutes, it's just like eight. Wow. Still it's just like rejecting. So that's why I just like don't like this price action, the way it's just like moving to the upside, the way it just like come down. It's hilarious, move like 100 pips in 2 minutes. Okay, what is the trade plan now? So we'll see how this kind of just like going to be create a structure. You know what, if it's just like going to be create some support here, I will give my trade a chance. Structure will remain same. We'll see how the candle just like forming some support or some resistance, might be a counter trade setup, but still we just like need some structure to be formed. Till that we cannot do anything. Just like just like just watch what's just like going on. Don't anticipate into it. Just like stay away, get your popcorn and just like watch what's just like going on. Once it's just like creating a proper structure, then you just like need to understand, should you give your trade a chance, or are we heading towards like US session, so might be volume just like gonna drop there. Guys, have you been in break-even stage in trading? And if you have been, what did you do for that to get out from it? So yeah, everyone just like go through the process. I also go through that process. I was just like standing at break-even for a long time, and then I just like start proper gripping on my risk management. Like once market just like went in my favor, 15, 20, 30 pips, I try to close 50% and leave the rest with a break-even. So that will bring me out from the break-even stage actually. And I just like realize, if I just like never gonna compromise with risk management, then I'm just like not gonna stand at break even. So you will stand on a break even once you just like hit your let the trade to hit your TP, or let the trade to hit your stop loss completely. Then that is the time you might be like standing on a break even, because if you just like two trades in went in your favor, you just like get your profit, and the two trades just like went against you, you just like took a complete loss there. So that will bring you at keep you like at a break even. But if you just like get money in the profits and market just like going against you and you just like managing the risk, so you just like losing less, so you just like starting getting out from the break even stage. So just like need to learn how to lose less. It's the most important and a backbone of the forex industry. Okay, so I am new to your channel. How come you or Raja never use indicator, or what is your opinion on indicators? Indicator is just like a distraction of your mind. If indicators just like worked out for someone, why 95% people just like failed in this industry? Why everyone just like not using just like indicator, put their money into it and start making money? Why 95% ratio of the people who just like fail in this industry if indicators just like working for them? So indicator just like a distraction to me. If you can read the candle, that's all you need. Your eyes are the only indicator which can read the price action only. So just like keep your things simple. It's just like a distraction. I think so these words will make sense to you as well. आई एम ओनली इंटरेस्टेड इन सेल बॉस, मैंने पहले भी कहा था, ओके कहा था जी। यहाँ पे बड़े लोग कहते हैं, कुछ कहते हैं बाय, कुछ कहते हैं सेल, जिधर जाता है वो कहते हैं देखिए मैंने कहा था। हाउ डिड यू बाउंस बैक टू यू फीट? just like keep pushing in one direction. Like I just like choose the right path. I knew that if I just like fall, I just like need to stand again and need to go again towards that path, because I knew that I'm just like gonna get my results. I'm having like a journey there, so I just like need to complete my journey. When one is trading with 0.01, 0.02, how would the person take out profit? Do not look at the lot size. Whether you are using 0.01, 0.02, just do not look at the lot sizes. Just believe the structure. If you just like start making money with 0.1 or 0.2, you will start making money even you are using like one lot, because structure will work out in the same way. So whatever you just like do with the small lot size, you will do the same thing with the higher lot size. So just like get proper grip on your structure, like lean traffic, tradable range, volume time, proper structure. So if you just like get these all things aligned with each other and start making money on 0.01 or 0.02, you will start making money on 0.10, 0.50, 0. Like 80, one lot, two lot, five lot, 10 lot. It will work in the same way. You just like need to get a proper education actually only. That one are going nuts. Yes, this is something called forex. If this is a resistance, will you take sells? No. For sells, I would like to see a counter trade setup, like a candle should have to be close below this previous candle low, so I can give my trade a chance. But it just like move down without having a upper wick, pushing down without giving me the confirmation candle. I cannot take sell here. It could be risky. It can be come down and again reject from this area and can be hit my stop loss. So I just like need a proper structure, like candle should have to be create a support, create a resistance, broke the support, so that makes sense for me for the sells. So it's just like a volatility, I would say. Random move. Look at this one. Market just like continuously pushing upside. One, two, three, four, five, six, and then one candle just like eight, four, five candles on the left hand side. Still, H4 just like going to be closed in like 50 minutes, and the previous H4, the current H4 actually just like do not have a bottom wick. So no one knows that it could be continuously pushing downside. So still H4 is it's open candle right now, and might be it's getting the impact of that one. So we'll see now the what new structure just like going to be formed, so I can give my trade a chance there. Rather than that, if I'm just like not going to be get anything in the next 1 hour or 2 hour, then I'm just like going to be close the chart. It's a bank holiday as well, so we'll see. Would like to see small green candle or break and close below, then wake up and something like that. Yeah, moved a lot now. I also think better to take low lot size trade. Yeah, we are heading towards the end of the month, end of the week, so be cautious. And also we are today having like a Thanksgiving day and USD bank holiday as well, so don't try to get a forcefully trade. Go with a proper structure, I will say. All right. Okay, welcome to Gold Airlines. Yeah. Wow, what a push, man. What a push. One, two, three, four, five, and the sixth candle just like in 11 minutes it ate almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3 hours candle. These 11 minutes just like getting heavier on 3 hours. Still, still it's open. If it just like come down, create some kind of support here, so then I will see if I can give my trade a chance. But if it's like continuously pushing to the downside, I will wait for the H4 to be closed. Look at the rejection now. Great. Isn't this a structure? Which one? Let me just like look at this one. What what is this, bro? Just like need to mark it down with the proper marking. What you are looking here, what you are looking here. Why you just like wanted to execute it here? Just like make notes completely, write it down here somewhere, and then send me the chart. Now, what you are just like asking, I don't know, Mr. Rahul. I would like to see a candle should have to be rotated down, create some support, give me some healthy body here so I can give my trade a chance to take a buy. Or if it's just like come down, create a support, create a resistance, break the support so I can go for the sells, because after creating structure somewhere here on the both area to the upside to the downside, if it's just like going to be create some structure in the middle of this area, so we are going to be face clean traffic on the left hand side, clean traffic to the left to the upside as well. The upper zone being the resistance and the lower zone being the support, but we just like need one candle to be closed in your favor. If you just like wanted to take a sell from the resistance, there should be a red candle should be formed there. There were just like no red candle, just candle open, drop below and pushing to the downside, so no structure was there. You cannot take a buy by predicting the market that if it's just like tapping the resistance area, now it have to be come down. It should be something, I would say, the very beginner people just like doing, like taking a sell from the top, taking a buy from the from the like a bottom, by predicting the market. So what will happen with them, might be if 1 month or 2 month they just like start making money, but there will be a one day when market just like not going to be for or like respect any support, it will keep pushing to the downside, not going to be respect any resistance, keep pushing to the upside. That day they will just like going to be ruin their complete profit and also their capital as well, because they are used to be like having an addiction to take a sell from the resistance and having an addiction to get a buy from the support without having any confirmation. So if you just like wanted to take a sell, your bias were bearish, so you just like need some candle should have to be create a weak break and close below the previous candle low, so here you can give your trade a chance if you're just like having a bias for the sells. This makes sense, a proper structure I'm just like talking about. Hmm. Do not try to catch the falling knife. Yes, exactly. 100% that was me when I first started. Yeah, people just like do the same mistake. I also go through the process. I told you guys. I can feel your feelings actually. What you guys just like fighting with. So look at 1 15 minute candle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 15 minute candle just like 8, 10, 15 minute candles on the left hand side. We are tapping to the this fresh support area. 30 minute still open, so I'm just like not gonna look anything with the 50-minute time frame. I will see how the 30 minutes just like going to be create a structure. Also, I will try to wait for the H4 closure. H4 which just do not have a bottom wick, it just like start rejecting. So it will be better to wait for H4 closure. So then by using the lower time frame, making the combination with a higher time frame, there's a probability you guys gonna get something there. So now I think so. I'm just like need to head off now. We just like need one more, like 1 hour more to wait for the structure to be formed. So it's been like more than 1.5 hours just like doing streaming here, continuously discussing about different structure, different scenario. I was just like waiting for this candle. I just like need to see how market just like going to be react to this rejections area on the left hand side, and you guys can see it by at your own eyes. So yeah, just like read the candles. No indicators will help you out. Just like keep your things simple and read the candle. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Till that, be safe, be careful, stay tuned, and don't try to force yourself. just like look at the conditions of the market right now. We are heading towards end of the month, heading towards end of the week. Today is just like a Thanksgiving day, USD bank holiday. So if you just like go clean structure, clean volume, then give your trade a chance. Rather than that, it's better to take a pain of a missing trade to take a pain of a losing trade. So stay tuned. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Like might be 2:30 a.m. Eastern, or if I'm just like not gonna do the stream on 2:30 a.m. Raja bro will do that. Then I will do like 7:30 a.m. Eastern then. So till that, be safe, be careful, take care, and bye bye. We still have a winning streak today.